All right, soul shifters, let's hop in. Let's get a message for today. Suffering in silence. This is the second message today that's come up about mental conflict and suffering in silence, our fears, keeping us trapped and stuck in our current energy, right? And so mentally you have been suffering in silence. It's like, I feel like you might have anxiety or suffer from depression, or it's just like a lot of overthinking, I feel like. And so when we're constantly overthinking, right, what we're energetically doing is saying that we don't trust ourselves, we don't trust the universe, we don't trust source, and we're trying to control the situation, right? So if we're living in the past, then we can bring up feelings of depression. If we're constantly worried about the future, then it's going to bring up feelings of anxiety. But when we can stay in the present moment, we can become the observer. We can become aware of our thoughts and the stories that we are telling ourselves. And so when you recognize negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, lack mindset, right? It's okay to think those things, right? But in the moment when you recognize that you're doing it and you have that awareness, shift what you're telling yourself. So if you're telling yourself that you're not worthy enough for these things, or you're not good enough, you're going to say, I am good enough. I am more than worthy for the things that I truly want and truly desire. So it's this little shift in your mindset. And as you do this over time, it really helps you to live in the present moment and to quiet that chatter that's in your mind, right? Because when we can tune into ourselves, we can hear our intuition a lot louder. But when we are not in tune, our ego, our mind, right, is constantly yelling, and our intuition is like this soft whisper voice. So we often ignore the whisper because the yelling, the loudness is so loud that it captures our attention. And so you're in this period, I think, of closing out cycles when it comes to your mental body and your thought process, the stories that you tell yourself, and just like releasing old limiting programming and stories that are not serving you anymore. And so it's like, as things are coming up in your present life, I see you like questioning everything. And so it's like, things that you thought were true, you're starting to realize that they're not true. And things that you thought were not true are true. And so you're in this period of like, everything is recalibrating in a way. And so as that's happening, just give yourself, the time and the grace as you're moving through this mental transition, and just remember how loved and supported you are, and know that that you are not suffering in silence, that your prayers have been heard, and everything is about to shift and change. But first, you have to believe it, my love. I love you.